Why did my husband's family exclude my kids from the family will? My husband Mark and I have been married for 8 years. I have 2 kids from my first marriage, Sophie and Jake, now 12 and 10. Mark's been in their lives since Sophie was 4 and Jake was 2. His family always seemed to accept them. His mom bought them birthday gifts. His dad took them fishing. His grandmother, Nana Ruth, baked cookies with them every Sunday. When Nana Ruth passed away last month, the whole family was devastated. My kids cried at the funeral. They'd loved her. 2 weeks later, the will reading happened. Mark went alone, said it was just for blood relatives. That should have been my first warning. He came home quiet. I asked how it went. He said, fine. Nana Ruth had left money to all the grandchildren. I said, that's wonderful. Asked how much Sophie and Jake got. He looked uncomfortable, said they weren't included. I didn't understand at first. Asked what he meant. He said Nana Ruth left $50,000 to each grandchild. His brother's 3 kids each got $50,000. His sister's 2 kids each got $50,000. Sophie and Jake got nothing. I asked why. He said because they weren't her biological grandchildren, that the will specifically stated blood relatives only. I felt sick. These were kids who'd called her Nana for 8 years, who'd spent every Sunday at her house, who'd made her Mother's Day cards and Christmas ornaments. I asked if Mark had said anything during the reading. If he'd objected, he said it was her money, her choice, that we should respect her wishes. I said her wishes were cruel, that she treated my kids like family for years and then excluded them in death. He said I was being dramatic, that my kids would be fine, that they didn't need the money anyway. I said it wasn't about the money, it was about the message, that my kids weren't real family. He said I was overreacting. His family started calling. His mom said I should be grateful they'd included my kids in family events at all, that I was being greedy, expecting inheritance for children that weren't blood. His sister said my kids should understand that family money stays in the family. I asked if my kids weren't family. She said not technically, no. That night, I sat my kids down, tried to explain why their cousins got money, and they didn't. Sophie asked if Nana didn't love them. Jake asked if they did something wrong. I had no good answers. I told Mark he needed to do something, set aside part of his inheritance for my kids, make this right. He said no, that it wasn't his responsibility to fix this, that his inheritance was his. I asked if he understood what this was doing to our kids. He said they'd get over it. That's when I knew my marriage was over. I filed for divorce 3 weeks ago. Mark was shocked, said I was throwing away our marriage over money. I said I was protecting my children from a family that would never see them as equal, from a husband who wouldn't stand up for them. His family is calling me vindictive, saying I'm using the kids as an excuse, that I was always after their money. But my kids heard everything. They heard their stepdad say they weren't his responsibility. They heard their step-grandmother say they weren't real family. No amount of money is worth staying in a family that treats your children as less than. If you've ever had to choose between your kids and your spouse's family, hit subscribe, because protecting your children always comes first. Have you dealt with blended family discrimination? How did you handle it?